There's a story told among mystics. A traveler once walked through a vast desert carrying only a mirror. When asked why, he said, "Because the world is my reflection. If I polish this mirror, perhaps the horizon will shine brighter." We are that traveler. Every storm, every sunrise, every act of kindness or cruelty, all of it begins first as thought. And if you change the thought, the world itself begins to bend. Stay with me, because this is the first law of the Hermetic teachings, the principle of mentalism. It says simply, all is mind, the universe is mental, the teaching. Before a word is spoken or a seed takes root, there is mind. Not the little mind of opinions and worry, but the great mind that breathes galaxies into being. Every civilization has known this truth. The Egyptians called it Atum, the creative thought of the gods. The Vedas spoke of Brahman, the universal consciousness. Quantum physicists now whisper similar words. That matter behaves differently when observed, that intention itself changes form. If you have ever felt a coincidence too perfect to ignore, or thought of a friend only for them to call seconds later, that is mentalism in motion. Reality listens to the pattern of your inner voice. It does not judge, it simply reflects. Everything you see began as an idea. A cathedral began as a sketch. A movement began as a whisper. Your life began as a dream, held somewhere inside your mother's mind before you were born. So when the ancients said, all is mind, they weren't speaking metaphorically. They meant that thought is the raw material of creation, and consciousness is the architect. The science within the mystery. Neuroscience tells us that every repeated thought builds neural pathways, highways of habit in the brain. Energy follows attention. When you think the same fear, you strengthen it. When you hold the same vision, you invite it into form. Quantum experiments show that particles exist as probabilities until observed. The observer, consciousness, causes collapse into a definite state. You, the observer, are not separate from what you observe. So the Hermetic masters were right all along. Mind moves first, matter follows. Putting it into practice. Here's how to live the principle of mentalism each day. 1. Guard the gate. Notice the first thought that greets you each morning. Before touching your phone or remembering yesterday's worries, place a new command in your mind. Today, I create consciously. That single phrase begins to reshape your world. 2. Rescript the story. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I can't, pause and rewrite it. Replace I can't with I am learning to. Replace I'm broken with I am healing. The subconscious listens like fertile soil. Plant what you wish to harvest. 3. Visualize the feeling. Don't just imagine what you want. Feel it. Your nervous system does not distinguish between a vividly felt emotion and a physical event. By feeling peace, love, or success now, you align the frequencies that call them forth. Witness without fear. When life delivers contrast, pain, loss, or uncertainty, remember this. You are not the storm. You are the sky it moves through. Observing with awareness dissolves its power over you. These are not tricks of optimism. They are the laws of a living universe. The mind you polish is the mirror that reflects your tomorrow. Reflection, integration. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the world made of soft light. Every person, every tree, every sound a vibration of thought taking form. Feel how your breath joins the rhythm of creation. You are not trapped inside this world. You are helping to dream it into being. The Hermetic masters called this understanding the crown of wisdom. It begins when you stop asking, does thought really shape reality? And start asking, what kind of reality am I thinking into being today? If this teaching resonated with you, remember, you are already practicing mentalism every moment you think, speak, or feel. The question is, are you creating by default or by design? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who needs to remember their power. And join me for the next chapter of our Hermetic journey, the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. Because once you understand that the mind creates the world, the next step is seeing how every layer of that world mirrors the one within. Until then, be conscious of every thought you plant and watch what blossoms. Like and subscribe.